AI is going to replace teachers. AI is going to take your job. Sorry. Sometimes my videos pop out of the teacher algorithm into the others, and that's kind of stuff they say. But are they right? I'm going to give you my quick thoughts. So what sparked this is California State University just announced they're doing this initiative with ChatGPT and having AI power systems where students can have personal tutors and all this great ways for students to learn. I think it's great for students. Yeah, absolutely. It's a wonderful way to learn if students are responsible. And that brings me to my point. I've been the dean at a college, and one of the things that separates students from K-12 to college is they don't have to be there. By law, students have to go to school when they're, K through 12 up to like 22 years old. So they're forced to be there. That is a different, anyone that's ever taught, K-12 and had a class where there were students that, I don't know, weren't fans of the thing you were saying versus someone who's taught college classes, it's a different vibe. Those kids in college, it's the whole reason that college professors aren't quick to worry about engagement. We got to get these kids engaged. We got to have them, we got to win them over and empower them. A lot of the college professors I had and worked with were kind of like, if you don't want to be here, just leave. This is how I teach. So I could see where something like this would work really well with colleges because the students are paying to learn, so they don't want to just keep paying thousands of dollars to lose. This isn't Tommy Boy. Whenever I first became a principal, our school had waivers where students could work and do courses that were online. They move faster than a traditional class. There were still teachers in the room, but they could move and finish an entire course in a few weeks if they worked their tail off. Work their tail off? Who says that? Am I my grandmother? But one of the things we learned very early on with these kids, because they weren't used to doing just online stuff where they work at their own pace, what we found is work at your own pace for some of these students means absolutely no pace at all. So it's a different dynamic for educators that are teaching K-12 because, again, those students aren't paying to be there. They're forced to be there. So will AI systems like this, where the AI is leading the learning without an educator standing there guiding a student? In college, I could see it working for a lot of colleges. And then there are groups of segments of students that it will work for, especially in high school age. But there's still a huge segment of students, the student population, that needs that educator to bridge that gap, bridge the terabithia of that thing. That's why I always say, I heard this somewhere, teachers, our job is not to just tell them information. They can Google that now. Our job is to guide the social process of learning. And I think one of the more than one, it's emphasize, we're just gonna call it. One of the emphasis for educators going forward may be even less in yes, you need to know your content, but it's not about necessarily the delivery of that, but as the connecting rapport and empowerment of students to get them bought in to want to learn. That's my opinion, but what do I know? I'm just a YouTube math teacher. Later.